So guys, we've made it to the end of October, the spooky month, the scary month, this one full of skeletons, pumpkins, pumpkin-based beers, pumpkin spice lattes galore. And you know what? Really wasn't all that bad, which was quite nice. It seemed to go by fairly quick though, to be completely honest. And as you can see, the bottle went fairly quick as well. These are the final thoughts, or my final thoughts, on Woodford Reserve. So with that said, let's start these final thoughts off pretty quick. We did it for the month of October, Distiller Select Woodford Reserve Kentucky Straight Bourbon. And as you can see, I got most of the bottle done, which is pretty awesome. Pretty good stuff. We're going to talk about it. 45% alcohols by volume. Ooh, always had a really nice sound whenever you pop the cork out. I gotta finish the bottle. Kind of want that. I don't know. I mean, I know there's not a lot left, but hey, I'm just wanting this to be a quicker style video. It's kind of cool. Looking at it, nice, deeper, golden, honey golden color. Almost amber too, actually. Yeah, like a burnt, like an amber, like a caramel. Nah, more amber in color. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It was out of the other bourbons that I did, Billet and Maker's Mark. It's coming in at the bottom of the three for me. Gotta let some of that alcohol just waft off first. It was a little sour, more sour than the other two. Not as sweet or as woody per se. I definitely got more of a sour note off of it. On the nose, definitely comes in woody with a nice little bit of, caramel or, caramel, somewhat mapley background. A little bit of orange in there as well. But quite high in alcohols. So a sip. Cheers. Yeah. Like a sour, acidic, sort of like mashy, grainy sort of flavor, and then you get in your woodsy notes, and then on the back end more of your caramels, and then I'm getting more of that somewhat of like a maple syrupy, sharper sweetness in there. But yeah, hot, heavy, but sour, which that was like the biggest part of it for me, was that like it just made that sour sort of face. Yeah, between sour, but it wasn't bitter, but yeah, sour for some reason. Like, I don't know how to really describe that, but it was like the main focus for me on this, was that it was more sour than the other ones. Not as sweet. The woodsy note was actually, thinking about it now and having that first sip, the woodsy note is fairly intense as well, but sour wood, if that makes sense. Sour wood with toffee and mapley sweetness in the background. I think that works best. Yeah, okay, there is sweetness all around it. Yeah, there's like sweetness, wood, and then sour from the ground up. That seems to be the best way to explain how it hits my palate. Overall, did I enjoy this bourbon compared to the other two that I've done in the past? I still did, but not to the same degree, to be completely honest. Yeah, it was always that weird soury note, almost like sulfury in a sense, that when it hit my palate, it was just like, this seems off. It doesn't seem like it should be in here. I don't know anything about off flavors when it comes to whiskeys or distilled beverages. That is just one thing that I really did notice with this particular bourbon. Like I said, it's 45% alcohol by volume. If you want to check out all the detailed stats that I did list about this bourbon, check out the first video. Should be up here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. At your local LCBO, it's $49.95 for the $7.50 for the 2.6 bottle. So seems to be about right on the I guess lower end of bourbons. I don't know where the bourbon price tag starts and where it goes all the way up to, but it seems to be the average low end or lower cost bourbon seem to be around that $45 to $50 mark kind of thing. So not too bad. Could you do this maybe in a nice mixed drink? I could definitely see that happening, to be honest. Yeah. I wouldn't say like a bourbon and Coke per se. Though that could work. Maybe the sourness of it would cut through the sweetness of the Coke a little bit more. But maybe like an old fashioned. I think this would be a great addition to an old fashioned. I'm not a big fan of old fashions because I don't like icy ice and watered down drinks per se. But you know what? Probably a solid contender. Now, would I buy Woodford Reserve Kentucky Straight Bourbon again? To be completely honest, probably, it's not going to be one of my top picks if I'm going out to buy bourbon. Then again, I've only tried 3, this being the 3rd one, so there's a plethora of more bourbons to actually go try and get a final answer on. But thus far, I'd probably go for a Bullet still. Probably still go for a bottle of Bullet bourbon. But hey, that's just me. I know my friend Sean really enjoys this stuff right here. I do want to try their double oaked. It is a little bit more in price. I think it's almost doubled or just under double the price here in Ontario, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember off the top of my head. But that'd be something I would want to try. See how something like that might change it up a little bit compared to the I guess the regular stuff. Is that the right terminology? I don't know at all. But with that said, still not a bad bourbon as far as I know. Like I said, I'm a huge novice. I'm just dicking around here, trying stuff, telling my story on it. And I think that's where we're going to end off almost. So with that said, cheers my final sip. Sour, woody, caramelly, maple syrup-ness going on around. Not my thing. One thing I actually do want to mention about Woodford Reserve was when, say one night, just like this, you have a glass, you leave the glass, you go to bed, you wake up the next day, you're lazy, you didn't wash the glass the night before. When I took the glass from the night before, which was still, not cleaned, and I'd go and smell it, and even now, like the essence of it smells exactly like a burnt match. That was just something that I realized. I'm like, whoa! It smells like birthday with a birthday cake when you light the candles. It smells like that when the candles were blown out, which is kind of cool. I don't know how it gets that aroma off it, but pretty neat when the glass is empty and it's just essence of the bourbon in there. So pretty cool stuff. So with this, the month of October comes to a close. I'm gonna save that a little bit. I know there's not a lot, but you always drink to the last drop when it comes to this stuff apparently, and that's what I'm going to do. But for next month, for the month of November, I thought I was going to do a Japanese whiskey. Sadly, they don't come in small bottles, and I don't really want to commit to a big bottle. Why? Because I don't want to waste my money, but also might contradict what I got for November. So without further ado, let's do a little sneak peek. I got this. We're not just getting a bottle, it's coming in a nice tube. Altmore, 12-year-old. Stay tuned for November and the whiskey of the month. Because I'm pretty excited about this one. I've heard good things. So with that said, I think that just about wraps it up. If you want to see any whiskeys that you think I might like or that you just want to see my take on, let me know it down in the comment box below. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and do all that fun jazz. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy, or in this case, pour yourself a glass of whiskey and enjoy. Cheers.